Hi friends, welcome to this beginner's yoga class. We are going to start in Sukhasana, so sitting cross-legged. You may need a couple pillows for the end of this class. So you can just grab some pillows off of your bed or your couch or whatever if you want them for the very end. So we're just going to start seated. So find your seat. Maybe you want to use a pillow right now. You can place a pillow underneath your sits bones, give you a little lift in the spine. And just settle in here. Closing the eyes, let your legs grow heavy. Relax through the shoulders. Feeling your tailbone, your sits bones connect with the ground, and feeling this lift from there. So your belly button pulls up and in, shoulders relaxed, head slightly down, or chin down. And just start to connect with your breath. Nice deep breaths. Allowing the breath to flow from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. And then on your exhale, the breath will flow back up the length of the spine and out the mouth or the nose, your choice. With every inhale, feel all four corners of your torso expand and grow. And on your exhale, you empty, empty, empty. Get rid of everything out of your body. Maybe you want to set an intention for your practice. This is a good time to do that. Usually an intention is something that you want to manifest in your life. So it's usually something that you don't see in your life right now, or maybe it's something that you see and you want more of. So thinking something simple, like I am strong, or I am patient. I am patient. I am loving, or I am loved. Just thinking of something. Maybe you want more joy in your life, more peace. Maybe you're just saying, I trust. So go ahead and set an intention if you want to. Noticing that breath one more time. Now that we've connected with the breath and we set an intention, our focus is on this practice. All of the thoughts have quieted down. Getting present, connecting with yourself, with your senses. Giving yourself this time for self-care. You can keep the eyes closed or flutter them open, your choice. We're going to bring the hands to interlace the fingers in front of you. And then bringing the palms to the front of the room. So in front of you, you're opening the palms and pressing them forward. And then go ahead and round through your back, bring your chin to your chest, and really pull the arms forward. So you're getting a stretch through the shoulders, feeling the back muscles opening up here. And then release that. We'll come back up. Bring the hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Pull the knuckles down towards the ground. And bring your chest up towards the sky. So now you're feeling this nice long belly. Opening through the chest, the throat. And release. We'll bring the hands back forward. Interlace. Do that again. Inhale. Press it forward. And release that. Bring the hands behind. Sorry, we're actually going to inhale here. So inhale, nice big breath. Fill the belly, fill the chest, opening everything up. Release, hands forward, and exhale. Empty it all out as you pull the belly button up and in And engage that core. And release one more time, hands behind. Inhale, pull it down, open. Release, hands forward. Exhale, let it go. Release that. Go ahead and open the eyes now if they're not already. We're going to bring the legs to the side and come to your tabletop position, hands and knees. Wrists right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. Pressing away from the floor, spreading your fingertips and finding lots, very active arms here. So your arms are so active that you're pressing away and you feel this length through the spine. Your knees are on the mat, pressing down, and then the tops of the feet are down. So you're nice and stable. And then on an inhale, we'll bring the belly down, same action as before. Inhale, look up, tailbone up. And exhale, we'll come through, belly button up and in, pull the back up towards the sky. And inhale, come forward, gaze up. And exhale, cat pose. Coming back to your neutral spine, find a little movement here that feels good. So maybe you allow the hips to fall to one side and then to the other. Maybe you find a little rotation in your wrists here. If your wrists are hurting you today, maybe you curl the toes under and you come back and sit on the heels a little bit. Get a little toe stretch. Maybe taking circles with the hips. So don't even focus on the video. Just get into your own body. If you find a place that feels really good, linger there, stay there, feel it out. Just moving with what feels good. Figuring out how to listen to the body, how to get creative and find movement. And then from here, we're all going to come back to that tabletop. Keeping the hips right above the knees, we're going to start to reach the arms forward. So walking the arms forward, keeping the hips over the knees the whole time, and bringing your chest down towards the ground. Your head comes to the floor. You could also place a pillow here or a block if you need a little more support for your head. Keeping the arms nice and active, breathing into this. And your tailbone is pointed up towards the sky. So hips are open and opening through the chest, big breath, still breathing into the stomach, nice and deep. And then on an inhale, we're going to glide forward. Your elbows are going to come down as you slide all the way forward to your Sphinx pose. So now bringing the elbows right underneath the shoulders. Belly is on the ground. And your forearms are parallel to each other, almost creating an 11 shape here. Pressing the palms down and then pressing away from the ground with those elbows. Your gaze comes up, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Sphinx pose. Big heart opener pose. You can almost picture a light in your heart and it's shining forward like a beacon of light. So you want it nice and open. And then we're going to bring the hands right where the elbows were. Press back up to your tabletop. Walking the knees out to the outer edges of the mat. Glide all the way back. Find your child's pose. Reaching the arms forward, or maybe you bring them around towards the toes. Bringing the head to the mat or a block. Couple breaths here. Your big toes are touching. You can also have your knees together here. So giving you all the options to get creative and figure out what feels good. All of our bodies are different. Go ahead and bring the hands back to the floor. We'll come all the way back up to your tabletop. Knees come under the hips. Curl the toes under. And nice and slow here, we'll lift up to your down dog. So bringing the heels back to the floor, go ahead and bend through one knee and then the other. So you're just walking it out. And as you're walking the feet out, you can start to really lengthen through the arms. Nice straight arms, pressing your chest towards the floor and relaxing the neck, relaxing your face muscles. And then come to a place of stillness here. Don't worry if your heels touch the mat. You can even keep the knees bent a little bit. Just find that breath again. Still inhaling all the way to the belly, and then exhaling and emptying the belly out. Then on your next exhale, go ahead and take some steps all the way up, walk to the very top of the mat, finding your forward fold. So releasing straight into the forward fold, picturing a rag doll here. So your feet are nice and firm, but you're relaxing through the torso. Maybe you walk the hands to one side and then to the other. Or you can grab opposite elbows, maybe sway back and forth. Shake the head, yes and no. Just finding a release here. Then release the elbows if you're holding them. We'll inhale flat back. So hands to shins or to the thighs. Pulling the elbows back by your sides of your body, shoulders away from the ears. Then exhale, fold. And inhale, rise up. Reaching the arms to the sides to come all the way up above the head as you stand. Palms come together above your head and then glide them through, prayer to your heart. Pausing here. Pressing all four corners of the feet down into the mat. Your feet can be hip width apart or flush together, whatever feels good. And then just noticing what's going on. Remembering your intention if you set one. I trust. Then we'll go ahead and bend the knees a little bit, find a little movement there, and bring the arms to the sides and all the way up, big breath. Inhale. And exhale, arms come down, your heart leads you as you fold all the way back down. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Hands come down, we'll step one foot back and then the other. Plank pose. Maybe you pause in your plank or you can bring the knees down right away, your choice. And then we'll all bring the knees down and exhale, come all the way down onto the belly. As you do this, those elbows stay nice and tight to the sides of the ribs. So they're pulling back, almost like little grasshopper legs. So you're keeping them back to your sides. And then on your inhale, we'll press up, cobra, exhale, down. Press away from the floor, coming back to your tabletop, curl the toes under, down dog. And let's do that again. Exhale, bend the knees, walk or hop it up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reaching the arms above. Exhale, bring that prayer through. Right away, next breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. You're going to lift the right heel up and slide it back all the way to the very back of the mat, bringing the right knee down. Low lunge. So we have the front knee stacked right over the ankle, and you're pressing your hips down towards the ground, and we'll reach the arms up. Inhale. So here you have your tailbone tucked under. So you shouldn't be too far forward here. You're up right between the legs. We have the tailbone tucked under and pressing the hips down. And we'll go ahead and reach the arms straight up towards the sky. And inhale, exhale, arms down. Go ahead and straighten through this front leg. So maybe walk the hands back a little bit. You can even hold blocks here if you have some. Just gonna fold over the left leg, feeling this beautiful stretch in your left calf, hamstring. Clean some dirt off of your mat. And then we'll exhale, go ahead and come forward. Bend that left knee. Lift the right knee up off of the ground, and we're gonna slide the left leg back. So in your plank, or bring the knees down. And then like we did before, you can bring the knees down or do a full chaturanga, where you will come up onto the toes and exhale, come down to hover. Tops of the feet come down. You'll inhale to up dog. So arms stay straight this time. Or you can do your cobra like before. And then we'll exhale, find your down dog. Bend the knees, gaze forward, step or hop it up. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reaching the arms above the head, exhale prayer at your heart. Ready? Let's go again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Left heel lift, slide that left foot back. All the way back, bring the left knee down. You've got this right knee stacked right over the ankle. Pressing the top of that left foot down. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Tucking the tailbone underneath you. Keeping the torso right-centered between the legs. We'll take one more big breath in. Exhale, arms down. And start to straighten through this front leg. As you straighten through the leg, the right foot flexes and the right toes point up towards the sky, and you'll fold over the right leg. And then on an exhale, we'll come forward, bend that right knee, hands come to the ground, we'll lift the back knee, slide it back. And you can do a little chaturanga flow here or skip it and go straight to down dog. Exhale, inhale to open, exhale, down dog. Pedal through the feet. And gaze forward, bend the knees, step or hop it up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reaching the arms above the head. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Pause here, close the eyes. Take a couple breaths. Just notice what's going on. Have you let any negative thoughts come into your mind? Did you let the world come back in? It's time to push it away. Being aware of how we're feeling, but saying no, not right now. Right now, I'm just gonna do some yoga. Right now, I'm gonna let everything else go quiet, and I'm just gonna listen to my body. That's what you chose to do, and your body thanks you for that. So coming back to that intention, and why you pressed play on this video, and why you chose to get on your mat today. So we're gonna do a little balancing. So go ahead and bring your feet together, flush together, kind of finding this almost like a zipper sensation where your legs are pressing against each other to come all the way up, stand tall, keeping the hands at prayer. Your feet are nice and grounded into the floor. Really focus on that left foot for a moment. Almost picturing this left foot, there's roots growing down into the ground, keeping you so stable and secure on that left foot. We're gonna lift the right heel up, and you're gonna open that hip out to the side. So maybe you keep the right toes on the ground this whole time. It's totally fine. You're starting, this is already starting to balance. Or maybe we bring the bottom of that right foot to the calf. You start there. Or you're going to grab a hold of the foot. Maybe you bring it all the way up. Place it to the inside of the thigh. You just don't want to place it on the knee. It can be really unsafe. So if you do have it on the thigh, the higher up the leg you go, the more likely it is that this hip is going to start to splay out. It's kind of taking the pressure from your foot and it's falling to the side. So you really want to focus on keeping that straight line from the left heel all the way up to the crown of the head. This right foot, it's not pressing into that left leg, but the foot and the thigh are kind of meeting each other and pressing towards each other. So you have this center, the center of your body where everything is kind of meeting. And take a couple breaths. You may start to shake a little bit to really focus on pressing all four corners of that standing foot down. The knee, you can have a little micro bend in that knee so you don't lock it out. We'll take one more breath. And then on your exhale, we're going to release the right foot. Try and keep it lifted. Maybe you have to tap it down and then lift it back up. Totally fine. Trust the process. Trust where you are. Then maybe with a little stability here, we start to bring this right foot back. We're just going to bring it back to place on the ground. So maybe you do have to tap it back, or maybe you can take one big step and glide it back. Find your warrior legs. So you're going to pivot on that right foot, pressing the outer edge of the right foot down, and you're on all four corners of this left foot. Knee is right over the ankle on that left leg. You have heel to arch alignment, so this front heel should be right lined up with the center of that right foot. And then we're going to look forward, reach both arms forward and up, finding your warrior one. So this is kind of an awkward pose because you do have the right hip open to the side, but where you have the chest and the torso facing the front of the room. Your hands, the palms are facing each other, trying to keep the biceps right by the ears. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, we'll open to warrior two. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Gaze towards the left hand or right past it. Reaching the arms away from each other. So you have a straight line from fingertips to fingertips. Relaxing through the shoulders, keeping this front knee bent. It should be a little heated up, starting to hurt a little bit. Focus on the breath. It shouldn't hurt. It should be uncomfortable. If you're in pain, you may want to straighten it for a second. Should be a little uncomfortable. Then that right hand, we're going to bring back to the thigh. The left palm flips up, and you reach forward, up, and back. Peaceful warrior. Keeping the front knee bent right over the ankle, gazing up towards the left elbow. This is a side stretch, not a back bend, so you shouldn't have your chest towards the sky. It's almost to the side. And then we'll exhale, bring that left arm back up, come back to the warrior two, and straighten through the left leg. Sweet release. Then we'll reach this left arm forward, and you really want to reach it as far forward as you can before you let it drift down to find your triangle pose. So triangle, the left hand is on the shin, or you can have it on the ground or a block to the inside or outside of that leg. We'll gaze up towards the right hand. Maybe keep a little micro bend in this front leg so you don't lock the knee out. Doing what's best for your body. Take one more breath. And exhale, bend through the front knee. Hands come down, frame the left foot. Come up onto the back toes. We'll slide that left leg back and go straight to down dog or do a little flow with me. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Maybe pedal out the feet, maybe not. And we'll bend the knees, gaze forward, step or hop it up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach the arms above the head. Palms come to meet. Exhale, bring them to your heart. Again, closing the eyes, checking in. This whole practice, you should be taking moments to check in. You're not just crunching through a workout or a stretch, but you're enjoying each moment of it, figuring out what sensations your body likes, what it doesn't like, getting to know yourself. We're going to come to the other side. So bring the feet together. Really bring the legs together, straight line, all the way up. We'll lift the left heel. Really press that right foot down. So you're pressing all four corners of the right foot into the floor. Picture those tree roots growing down into the ground. And then little micro bend in the right knee. We'll open this left knee out to the side. Leaving the toes on the ground. Or you can bring the foot to the calf. Or bring it all the way up and place it to the inside of the right thigh. Now again, in your full tree, you may start to feel the hips start to splay out. Do not let it do that. If it starts to do that, take the foot back down to the calf or to the ground. You really want to keep this nice stability all the way up. When the hip starts to fall out, you've lost your alignment. Right now, when you have the crown of the head over the heart, heart over the pelvis, and then the pelvis over the knee and the ankle, you have perfect alignment. And when it starts to fall out, kind of picture like books. When books start to like fall out of their stack, it's all going to collapse. So when you have that alignment, everything is helping support each other. Finding your center. Take one more breath. And then nice and slow, we'll release the left leg. Try and keep it lifted, bring it forward. If you have to tap it down, do it. You do you. Then we'll start to bring this left leg back. So again, we're bringing it back to our warrior. So maybe you just bring it right back or tap it back, or we'll take a nice little slow step all the way back. Finding your heel to arch alignment, pressing into the outer edge of the back leg and all four corners of this front leg. And then we'll reach the arms forward and then up towards the sky, warrior one. Gazing forward, relax the shoulders. Palms are facing each other, so you should be able to bring them to prayer at the top of the head. Then we'll keep them open. Pull the belly button up and in, strong core. And then exhale, open to your warrior two. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. Straight line with the arms. Your torso is directly between the legs. So you don't want to be leaning forward or coming back too far. We're right between the legs. Then on an exhale, left hand comes back, right palm flips up, reach forward, up and back. Peaceful warrior. Gazing up towards the right elbow. Big side body stretch. And then come back up. Straighten through the front leg. Keep a little micro bend in this right knee. We'll reach the right arm forward to come down to the shin or to the floor. Gaze up towards the left hand. Then bend through the front knee, hands come down, frame the right foot. Come up onto the back toes, we'll slide that right leg back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Bringing the knees down. The knees stay right under the hips, or the hips stay right above the knees. Coming to our puppy dog pose again. So we're going to walk the hands forward. And then let the chest fall towards the ground. Breathing into the stomach. Relaxing into this pose. Release. Release the shoulders, the hips. And then we'll glide all the way forward. Bring the elbows down. Find your Sphinx pose. Again, that light in your chest is shining like a beacon in front of you. Keeping the neck nice and long. Pressing the hands down. And then release that. Hands come below the shoulders. Press up. Knees can come wide or keep them together. We'll come back and sit on the heels, child's pose. And then make your way back up. Tabletop. Let the feet come to one side or the other. Come back and sit. Bringing the legs straight out in front of you. I'm going to do a little hip massage here. So your legs are forward. You're going to bend the right knee. So this left leg stays forward. Go ahead and flex the foot, toes pointed up towards the sky. Sorry if my foot is dirty. So you have this right leg up here. We're going to bring the leg over the left leg. So you're just kind of coming to a figure 4 stretch, placing it to the top of that left knee. Then your hands will start with the easiest modification for this, which is to grab the right foot with your left hand and grab the right thigh with your right hand. So you're just grabbing a hold of the leg and we'll lift it up. If this isn't good for your bottom leg, you are welcome to keep that leg bent and then bring this leg up. That can be a little bit more comfortable. Or we have this foot up. The step from here, you stay here, or the step further would be to bring that foot to the crease of the elbow. And then the thigh to the crease of the elbow. And then if your hands come to meet, great. If not, maybe they're just grabbing the leg. We're just gonna do this nice gentle swaying motion where you're bringing the leg back and forth, almost like rocking a baby. It's a very gentle motion. And this is such a good one to remember, to be gentle with your body, to be kind to your body, to move with love, to move with compassion, and to listen. Try and keep a nice straight spine. And just breathe. Getting a good inner massage for that thigh, the hip crease. Take 2 more deep breaths for me. And on that last exhale, we'll release this. Bring the foot back down. You can bring it to the inside of the left thigh or to the outside, your choice. And with this, we're just gonna take a little twist. So you can grab this right thigh with the left arm, just hook it around, or you can bring the outside of the left arm to the outside of the right thigh. That right hand will come back, and you just gaze back over the right shoulder. Building flexibility in your spine with this twist. With every inhale, feel yourself grow taller. Feel that spine lengthen. With every exhale, twist a little more. And go ahead and release that. We're going to come straight to the other side. So we'll bend the left knee. Right leg stays straight. Go ahead and just cross that left leg over the right thigh to start. Right hand comes to the foot, left hand comes to the thigh. You can stay here. You can find that swaying motion right here. Or maybe you bring the foot to the crease of the elbow and the thigh to the crease of the elbow and catch a hold with the hands. Find that nice straight spine, sit up as tall as you can and just sway it back and forth. Maybe you close the eyes, just noticing this sensation. Maybe this is super uncomfortable for you. Maybe this is a really weird pose. Or maybe you're enjoying this. Maybe it's teaching you to slow down, to be gentle. So just noticing your inner dialect going on right now. Take 2 more breaths. And on that last exhale, we'll release the leg. Bring it down inside or the outside of that thigh. Right arm can come around to hook the thigh or bring it around to the outside and twist. Gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, twist deeper. And then we'll come back to center, release. Go ahead and bend both knees, bring them up. Reach the arms forward to come all the way back onto your back. If you have your pillows, you can grab them now. Keeping the knees bent once you get onto your back. Just feeling the support of the mat beneath you. Breathing into that. If you have pillows, you're going to place one on your right side and one on your left side, right by the knees. We're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together and allow the knees to fall out to the side. So if you have those pillows, your pillows are supporting the thighs, the knees in this pose. The bottoms of the feet are pressing towards each other. And kind of connect the toes together. And then each part of your feet, the ball of the foot, the heel. And then rest the hands on your stomach. And if you don't have pillows, that's fine. You're just letting the hips fall open. Just might get uncomfortable faster than you want. And take some nice deep breaths. And listen to the sound of your breath. Listen to the noises around you. Noticing the atmosphere in the room. Noticing how everything in your body is feeling. And with every inhale, feel the body inflate, expand, and exhale, release. And take 5 more breaths for me. On your last exhale, you can stay in this pose if you like it and you want to. Or we'll go ahead and bring the hands, have fingertips to touch the thighs. We'll bring the knees back together. And then go ahead and straighten one leg out and then the other. Feet hip width apart. Let the feet fall open to the sides. Release. Hands come down to your sides, palms up towards the ceiling. Close the eyes. Just going through your body, seeing if there's anywhere else that you can relax a little more. Feeling your body grow heavy and just sink down into the ground. Relaxing your face, your jaw, your tongue. Let it all go. You can pause the video. I would suggest pausing the video and staying here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And then meet me back here. And then when you're ready, we'll start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. And rotate wrists and ankles. And go ahead and bring the knees up, bend the knees. Come to lay on your right side. In the fetal position. And then pressing your way up, find your cross-legged Sukhasana like we started. Closing the eyes when you get here. And go ahead and bring the hands to prayer. Take one more second to focus on that intention that you want to manifest.